Welcome to Tales of the Ever After.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tales of the Ever After, a D&D actual play podcast about three adventurers, formerly two adventurers, trying to find their way in a world that has been devastated by an era-defining cataclysm. I'm your DM, Tyler Boroff. I'm joined by Randall Marsh.
Hello. My name's Randall Marsh. I'm playing an elven warlock by the name of Elaric Ithildin. I've got a cool sword that I carry around.
And you have red hair. Keep forgetting.
I do,
red
I'm
hair.
a ginger elf. One of the best kinds of elves.
We've got Australian elves, we've got
No.
ginger elves.
Still say no to that.
Well, the ginger elves only come out around Christmas. So.
Yeah. I also am joined by Kate White.
Hi, I play Larsha Ithildin. I am an herbalist druid who also happens to be partially blind.
Lovely. And as always, Lynn Shephard.
Let's not say as always. I know the pink slip's coming soon. I am
Not in perpetuity, just as always.
Yeah,
Thus far.
as always.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Historically, as always, with no guarantees. This is an at-will podcast.
Exactly. I'm Stephanie Bradshaw, the lovable war profiteer.
Fantastic. All right. Last time we left you, you had all come together. You spent a little bit of time, a lot of time, half a day, figuring out how to get Caius through a cave. You created a sexy squid. Congratulations on that. That's canon now. You essentially made up with the Lithakians. Larsha, you sort of deactivated the energy-sucking seeds. You used plant growth to ensure that for the next year at least, they will have nourishment. Also told them about Neo Dimwood on the other side of the caves, and as they kind of get better, they can go over there and connect with the city and be okay. And then you started to make your way back to Stephanie's ship. Stephanie, you had a conversation with Heave and Ho via your sending stone, indicating that something was clearly not right back on the ship that you've been gone from for a month now. You used the Horn of Blasting to make sure that you couldn't sneak on board and do so safely.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished, yeah. So now everyone knows where you are, which made it very easy for somebody who at this point is unknown to set off a trap as soon as you climbed all on board your ship. An explosion went off. You were hit by your favorite weapon, which is the mortar firework starter. We are in initiative as we go into this. Just to lay out the scenario right now, you're on top of the deck of your ship. There is now a massive hole. There are fires going off everywhere. Not like massive fires, but things are burning, right? Like there's a hole on the floor there so you can see down.
Oh.
You're all currently prone as this thing, the blast went off and threw you onto the ground. On top of the crow's nest is a female warrior. Again, just to remind you what she looks like, she's wearing this deep purple vest, black trousers. You can see that she has daggers on her belt and also this massive great hammer that was on her back. She took that out after she triggered the cannon at the floor there. Before we jump into initiative, questions?
Yeah. Just for our listeners at home too. Me, Stephanie, and I would be familiar with the ship. What is the layout of? So, how big is the deck? Where are we on it? How high is the crow's nest? That kind of stuff.
Yeah, how far away is she?
Just set the scene.
Yeah, good question. So the crow's nest is about 25 feet up. If she leans back, she's got full cover, right? Because there's a basket around it.
Okay.
So right now she's leaning over. She still has 3/4 coverage. You can see part of her. The length of the ship from front to the back is 100 feet, and then it's about 20 feet wide.
Okay.
You're in sort of directly in the middle. So you also have a door, for the sake of this, to the east of you, which will go downstairs, and then the bow is to your west.
Okay.
The hole, like you're all right next to where this hole has been blown into the bottom layer. You're prone right now, so you would be able to look up and look down when it's your turn.
Last thing, the crow's nest. Does it only hold one person, or would it hypothetically?
Yeah, you would know for sure from your experience here. You could easily get 2 people in there, like no problem, and you could, with a little bit of finesse, get 3 people to hide in there.
All right.
I do just want to ask some clarification. So the thing that she attacked us with was the mortar that launches a firework than an actual like mortar shell and spelled more to her. It's important.
Noted for the lore. We'll add it to the wiki page. Initiative order. So I rolled for the person who's attacking you, whose name you don't know right now. For now, we will just refer to her as the warrior. She rolled a 22. So the order is going to be her at initiative count 20. There's some other stuff that's going to happen. Essentially, we're going to call these lair actions. And then Larsha, Elaric, Stephanie. So this person has just shot this mortar down. Everything goes off. This explosion. You're knocked on the ground. She looks down and goes, I see you found a new crew, Stephanie. Are you going to betray them like you betrayed us? And then she is going to, with her warhammer, she's going to toss it down at the ground at you, Stephanie. 13 to hit.
13 is the AC.
You're going to take 5 bludgeoning damage as this warhammer strikes into you, plus another 8 force damage as it kind of has this little explosion and then disappears and appears back in her hand.
So 6 with uncanny dodge.
Yeah, you can burn your reaction to uncanny dodge, so you can take 6 damage. And then she will throw the warhammer at you a second time. That'll hit because it higher dice roll than the first one. So this one you will take 10 bludgeoning damage and 7 force damage. You've already used your reaction, so this one you cannot have.
Very cool.
And the force damage as the hammer disappears and appears back in her hand, just kind of throws you down a little bit more. And then she kind of just hides back and goes, you can let your friends leave if you want, otherwise I'll kill them too. With that, it goes to the lair action. As you see on top of the crow's nest, the black flag starts to wave. And from off in the distance, you can hear another horn blast as this other ship starts to crest outside of the cove that you couldn't see and is coming towards you. This is smaller than the ship that you're on. Even from this distance, I mean, you can see that there's about like 6 crew members on this thing. It has 1 ballista on it, and it is going to go ahead and use that ballista to attack your ship.
Her ship.
My ship.
Sure. Yeah, her ship. She just said it was her own ship. Yes, you're right. Yes. Fair.
No, I'm going to argue that point.
It's going to fire its ballista.
Is that how that's pronounced?
Ballista.
That was really clear.
Yeah.
It's going to fire its ballista.
But if it was like a Spanish galleon, then it would be a ballista.
Exactly.
That is true. Going to roll to attack the ship. Ooh, it's going to be an unnatural 20 to hit.
What's the ship's AC?
Yeah, I was going to say, actually, Stephanie, I will have you track this. The AC of the ship is
Weird, it's 21.
18.
Good effort.
What's our ship called? Is this the Sunbeam?
Sunburst.
Sunburst.
And the HP is 30.
HP is 30.
300.
Oh, 300. Hey, you definitely said 30.
Yeah. I was like, I am tankier than a ship.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
300.
Perfect.
And then the damage threshold is 15, which means that if any attack against the ship does 15 or less, it does 0 damage, even if it hits it. So if it does 16, it will do the full 16. Okay, so it will hit with an unnatural 20. And then the damage is going to will be 19. So it'll take 19 points of piercing damage as this like giant arrow goes shattering through the hull of the ship. With that, Larsha, you're up. Elaric, you're on deck. So it's half movement to stand up.
Yep. I'm very out of my element, and I'm feeling pretty disoriented, obviously, from having been firework blasted onto the deck of a ship that's now in the middle of the water that I don't think Larsha's a boat elf. I'm looking over at Elaric, who's laying on the ground, and I'm just like kind of filled with rage that anyone or anything would try to take my brother away from me again.
Ooh.
So with that, I'm going to use half my movement to push myself up off the deck.
I will allow you
Yeah.
to make a decision right now. So one of the things for listeners to know, so we took away wild shape. So there's some things that are kind of locked away for you that we'll start to reveal. This is going to be one of those things in this moment, in this rage. Do you want to let one of the other personalities take over in this moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the seed bearer needs to show up.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
How do you, Larsha, enable this in this moment? I think in your mind palace, as it were, right? Like I envision it's almost like you've got them in cages right now. But I'll let you sort of describe what does this look like inside your head as you have this decision to make.
I think Larsha loses control really easily once she realizes how angry she is. I really think she kind of gets lost. Like, it's literally like, if the three of them are standing in like some kind of weird like black plane, I think like a door kind of opens up and she just gets sucked in behind it. And so I think I just kind of like cock my head to the side a little bit and roll my shoulders back and pull out the thorn whip and push myself up onto the deck.
Okay, with the seed bear coming into play here, what that unlocks for you. So we'll use the same sort of mechanism of you have uses of, it would be wild shape, but we'll rename this. So you can burn a use of this. And what this will allow you to do as you allow the seed bear to come in, you can essentially use a modified rage mechanic from barbarian class. So you'll still be able to cast your druid spells as you go into this druid rage. It'll add 2 to any damage that you do, and then it'll increase your AC by 1.
Okay.
Badass.
Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is cast Symbiotic Entity, which is going to give me 28 temporary HP. So that's going to be my action, and my bonus action is I'm going to cast Spreading Spores, which is going to hurl those little green glowy motherfuckers right at her.
Awesome. Okay, she has a +3. What's the DC?
16.
She fails.
Okay, so that's 1 + 2 is 3.
3 points of spore damage.
Wait.
Cool, and now it's on the crow's nest, which kind of screwed her up a little bit too, which is fantastic.
Great.
Cool. Got it. Perfect. Okay, cool.
Maybe I take the thorn whip down and just kind of crack it.
Cool.
Does the thorn whip allow you to like move people?
Yeah, if you damage the creature, if they're large or smaller, you can choose to pull them up to 10 feet closer to you. Elaric, you're up. Stephanie, you're on deck.
Literally.
Yeah. Speaking of which, how does Stephanie look?
I have 3 HP.
Oh, God.
Okay.
She's burned, bloodied.
Yeah. And I'm still on my back, so Elaric is going to very dazedly look to the other two and just like, you just shoot us with a cannon. I'm going to stand up. That's half my movement. And look up. Can I see? Is this attacker, is she hiding? Is she like pulled back for cover, or is she still like leaning out, like leering at us?
She's pulled back for cover, and then you can sort of like see like her hands waving a little bit with the spores as she's trying to like, get away. So
Okay.
she's got full cover at this point.
Okay.
For the,
Right. Yeah, I don't know who this is, right? So I'm just going to shout up. Who are you? I have no idea what's going on. I'm going to use my bonus action to Healing Light Stephanie. 14.
And so as you do that and you yell, "Who are you?" as you're healing Stephanie, she's like coughing in the middle of the spores. "Captain Candace Reeves of the Sun Reaver."
Oh, get your own naming convention.
Oh, shoot. Okay, there's a hole in the boat. Can I see down?
Yeah, you can see down.
Do I see anything? Do I see any sign of heave or hoe?
What you can see right now is kind of just in the lower deck is sort of the hold area. So there's like rooms off to the side that you'd have to go down to see. Make a perception check for me.
Cool. I'm rolling dice. 19.
You can see Heave and Ho are in a corner and they are tied up together, gagged. They're looking up at you.
Because I think one of my big concerns now is Caius also took a cannon hit.
Oh, shit.
Can I grab him and jump down through the hole? He's light.
Yeah, it's only
How hurt is he?
No, he's all right.
Oh, he is
But
okay.
it's 9 feet down. So go ahead and just make this is a DC 9 acrobatics check to not take damage.
Not quite. That is a 7.
You only take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you jump down. It's a little too far, and you're carrying Kaya, so it's add a little extra weight.
Okay, and then whatever movement I have left, I want to set Caius down somewhere safe and then try to get to Heave and Ho.
Yeah, so you only have 15 feet of movement left. You set him down right there, and you'll be 10 feet away from them.
Okay.
The rest of your okay, yeah, you're right there.
I still haven't. Do I have an action or is that my action?
What was healing light?
Bonus action.
Then yeah, you have an action. Yeah, to pick him up and just jump. That's just
Okay.
you just do it.
Boy. What? I mean, I could get closer, so I'm right there. Why don't I top off, instead of doing that, instead of dashing, I'm going to top off my temp HP. Just in case. I'll use my action for that. I'll use False Life. I'll whip out the flask.
Just walking closer to even though and just getting too old for this shit.
There we go. That's probably the smart move.
Okay, Stephanie, you're up.
I think I'm down. I am going to
Got knocked down, but you got up again.
You're going to do the Chumbawamba?
Yeah, I'm just boat thumping. Am I on my back or on my like side stomach? How did I get knocked down? How did the hammer
I
hit me?
will allow you to describe however you want to be. You tell me.
I think I'm curled up in the fetal position, and I think I'm cradling Tailnor in my arms to keep them safe. Him.
Okay.
I don't remember Tailnor, the kitten.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just going to check on Tailnor and make sure that they're okay. And then...
You can just hear a little bit of purring as you're holding onto it, and then like the little...
Oh, you love carnage as much as I do. And then I'm going to stand up, and I would assume that I also see Candace like waving away at the spores.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I'm just gonna saunter into my captain's quarters. I'm pretty sure we had established was like underneath the helm.
Yeah, so it is, like I said, that's 25 feet away, so you can get 15 feet closer to that because it's half your movement to stand up.
I'll dash.
Unless you want to dash. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Okay. Bonus action dash, you get into your captain's quarters. What do you want to do in here?
There's a chest in there with
Okay.
some like clothes and stuff. I'm gonna put Tailnor in there.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, easy enough. That's a free action. Open that chest, close it. Tailnor just like circles in a little bit, starts kneading into the clothes, and you're like, okay, great. And then close the thing, keep him safe in there.
Perfect. How much movement do I have left?
So right now you have 10 more feet of movement.
Cool. I want to head back outside and start making my way to the helm.
Okay, so then 10 feet will get you to the door,
Mhm.
and then you can action dash again
Oh, I can do that twice.
because you have a bonus action as a rogue.
Wild. Yeah, we'll do that. Get up to the helm.
Cool. Yep, another 30 feet. Go up the stairs. You get to the helm. You're there, so then on the next turn you can do something because that was your action, bonus action.
Yep. Cool.
Back up to Candace. She has to make her check. She fails again. Roll your damage.
3.
Total?
It was another 1 on the die.
Yeah.
Rough.
At least we're consistent.
Exactly.
I mean, it's still done 6 damage that no one else has done.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same batch of spores. What do you expect?
She is going to she throws some rope over and then grabs onto the rope and then like a really cool epic like swing down the rope to get to the bottom and then sees you, Stephanie, over by the helm, which will at this point essentially give you 3/4 cover. So she's going to throw the warhammer at you again as you've still got that other ship coming over there, and she looks over at you and goes, "You betrayed any other friends? How many more have died in your cause, Stephanie?" She throws this.
Oh, just a few.
That will be a 22 on the die. So 3/4 cover gives you an extra 5 AC. So I think they'll still hit, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And you can uncanny dodge this one. 4 bludgeoning, 8 force. So 12 half to 6. That disappears. She's like 10 feet away from where you are, by the way, Larsha. And then the hammer reappears and she chucks it again a second time at you. That will be a 15, which will miss because of the 3/4 cover. And then she's going to look over to Larsha and goes, "If you knew what was good for you, you'd abandon this one. She'll just get you killed," as she starts walking up towards Stephanie. Initiative count 20 as the other ship is getting closer. It is going to go ahead and shoot again at the Sunburst.
How close is it?
You don't know, you're down.
Okay, right.
That will be a 21 to hit, so that will hit. 14, it won't hit the damage threshold. As it's coming, this wave kind of hits it as it shoots, and it just happens to like deflect off of a corner. Like it's not a direct shot. So, you know, it scrapes some wood off, but not enough to actually damage the hull.
Where did their first shot impact?
Back towards like where the crew quarters are. That will be it for the ship's turn as it's getting closer. Generally speaking, it is 150 feet away.
What's its move speed?
I'll say that it can travel 50 feet per turn.
Okay.
So that's it for the lair action. Larsha, you're up. So you've seen Candace has walked away, is walking up towards where Stephanie is. Stephanie looking pretty beat up at the helm now. What do you want to do?
How far away is she? Did you say she is?
She is 30 feet away from you.
Okay. Stephanie,
Yes.
how dead do you want or need your friend?
Medium rare.
All right. I'm going to cast Blight.
Damn.
Okay, what do I need to do for Blight?
That is Constitution saving throw, 8d8 on a failed save.
It'll be 10. She'll fail.
Right.
Quick battle.
All right, I need 5 more.
D8s?
Fine.
Wow. That's a lot of math.
29 and then plus 2.
31. You cast Blight on Candace. You can see this necrotic energy surrounds her and just starts to, literally you see the skin almost as if it's been underwater for too long, right? It starts to wrinkle and shrivel a little bit. She is still up. She is fully in the bloodied stage now at this point. As she hits this, starts to breathe a little heavier, turns back to look at you and goes, she'll cause you to die too. Just let me finish this. And anything else you want to do for your turn?
I'm going to cast Silvery Barbs, yield advantage to Elaric.
Somebody has to cast
that's right.
a thing. Yeah,
Never mind.
Yeah, I like it. I like the thought process. I love the thought process.
Although, just on the mechanics level, advantage is great.
I know. That's what I want to do.
That's what she was trying to do, yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. My other reaction is Hail of Spores, but she has to be within 10 feet of me.
You have movement. You have your full movement. You have
All
full
right.
30 feet. She's exactly 30 feet away, so you can get within 20 feet of her. So
Okay, I'm going to get within 20 feet of her, and I'm going to use Hail of Spores as a reaction, which is 1d6.
What is the trigger? What allows that to happen?
1d6 necrotic damage to one creature you can sense heresy when it moves into a space within 10 feet of you, or starts its turn there.
Okay,
So does that not count since I'm
so
moving
it won't
towards
count
her?
because you moved,
Oh, okay,
but
well.
when she starts her turn, you'll be able to do it. You don't have to hold that action. So in other words, you have your reaction up regardless, but noted when it gets to her turn, we will discuss if that's what you want to do.
Okay.
Elaric, you're up. Stephanie, you're on helm deck.
Okay, I'm going to use the next 10 feet of movement that I have to get right up against Heave and Ho, draw Meridium, activate it just for, dramatic effect. Fills the whole...
Their eyes go wide, like,
Never fear.
Master Skywalker.
Oh, it's purple. Master Windu.
They should be fine.
And then try to cut them loose. I don't know if that's...
Yeah, easy enough. No, you don't even need to roll for that. Not a problem. You're able to slice that. I'll say that is activating it an actual bonus action. Okay, so then I'm going to say that's your action, then actually cut the rope, right?
Okay.
So you slice it open. You're able to get the gags out of their mouth, so they're able to talk like, Elaric, where the hell have you guys been? We've been stuck here for a month with that psycho.
Yeah, there's not a lot of time for this. We're about to be boarded. Above decks, if you please. And then I'll lead them sort out to the hatch. Unless, does it look like we can climb back out through the hole? Or
I mean,
that'd be a bit of a
bird. Yeah, like you wouldn't want to. You want to go
to the hatch.
Yeah.
Okay. To the hatch.
Okay, they start running with you. Go ahead and roll initiative for me for Heave and Ho.
Heave got a 4. Ho got a 6.
Great, awesome. You start running them over there. Stephanie, you're up.
So we established, I think in episode 1, the modifications to the ship with the pontoons.
Yeah.
So I'm going to raise one side of them to cock the ship and throw her off. Because there's 2 of them, and they raise to either side. And then when they're below water, they form in like a wedge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to raise one so that way the ship starts to tilt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That will be an action to do that, to trigger the ship that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need everybody to make a dex save. What is, for the modifier, what is your dex modifier?
+2.
+2. Okay, so this will be for everyone except for Stephanie. Stephanie does not need to roll this, but Larsha, Elaric, Heave and Ho, and Candace all need to roll. This is a DC 12. We're all just throwing dice everywhere today. This is a DC 12 dex save.
Okay. Ooh, yeah. That was dramatic.
17.
17.
17 plus that 1.
You're
18.
good. Candace fails. Roll for Heave and Ho.
One of them got a 16, the other got a 7.
Even with their modifier, that 7 will fail. Who do you want to fail?
I'm going to be funny to watch Ho tumble around. Personally.
Okay. As Heave and Ho are running, the ship starts to go. Larsha, Elaric, you sort of feel the boat quick enough that you react and brace yourself. So you slide like 5 feet, but you don't fall over. Heave can sense it as well. And then Ho just goes flying into the wall downstairs. He's like, ah!
Thought you did this for a living.
Well, I don't expect it to just do these crazy random things. Okay, and then Candace fails. She's going to go onto the side railing of the ship. She's going to make a athletics check to try to hold on. She gets a natural 20.
Damn.
So she goes running into that. She'll take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as she hits the side. But she's able to hold on to it. And so she does not go flying over the ship, but she is able to stay on it. The ship is not moving forward. So right now it's sort of listing a little bit right there where it's at. So that was just your action. Still your turn. What else do you want to do?
And I'll just go, I think this has gone on long enough, hasn't it? Like, this feels a bit excessive what we're doing here.
Entire cities have burned because of you, Stephanie.
This is not excessive. I'll show you excessive.
I think it's unfair to judge what people do with my products.
We're going to go down to Heave and Ho downstairs. Heave is going to keep running up. He'll get to the deck. Ho has to use half of his movement to stand up. He continues to run. He gets partway there. So that'll be it for them. And we'll go back up to Candace, who's on the side of the ship. She's saved, so she's fine right now, even though the ship is sideways. Are you holding the ship sideways right now?
Yeah, I think there's some sort of like locking system to keep it in different positions.
Okay. Yeah, on Candace's turn, you say that you can't blame people for what they do with your products, but you give them your products. You know what it can do. You know what pain it causes. She's going to throw her hammer at you again. 13.
Do I still have 3/4 cover?
Yes.
Okay, then no.
Okay. And then it comes back. She's going to throw it again. That is a natural 20.
Hey.
You do have silvery barbs.
Silvery
if you want to use
barbs.
that, yeah.
Advantage goes to Stephanie.
Okay.
Kind of hits. Yeah, two birds right there.
Another 20.
Not another 20, but she will hit with a 19.
Okay.
So at least not a natural 20 though, because that would be real bad. 5 bludgeoning damage plus 8 force, 13 halved to 6. And then she
Great.
starts Naruto running on the side of the ship towards you. Initiative count 20. It is the other ship's turn as it's getting closer. It gets another 50 feet. It's going to shoot another ballista at you. Ballista. It'll miss as it's trying to recover from the wave. And plus you did this goofy little angle with the pontoon. So this next arrow just shoots right underneath the ship. It's safe as it is now only 50 feet away from you. Larsha, you're up.
How far away is she?
She's 20 feet away from you.
I'm going to use Thorn Whip. I have the option to not do damage on it, right?
You have the option to do non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
18 plus 7 is 25.
Dang.
I have bad news. No, that is, yeah.
10.
As the thorns hit her, she's on death's door. She still is up. Very little life energy left in her.
I think what I want to do is hold it hold it around her so she can't move.
Okay, so instead of dragging her back 10 feet, I'll essentially say that will give her difficult terrain. Because the spell's not meant to, or that's not really meant to like hold them as an action to break free. But yeah, I'll say instead of pulling her back, she just has to kind of drag through that to move.
Kind of look at her and shout up, "She's not your problem right now."
She's going to be everyone's problem. She'll get you killed. She'll get your friends killed, your family killed. She kills everything she comes in contact with.
He hasn't realized that I have a cat yet.
That was it for Larsha. Lark, you're up.
Cool. So I am still below deck. How
Yep.
much movement will it take to get up topside again?
Based on what you did before, another 30 feet, you'll be topside.
I've got 35 feet. Okay. Taking everything in. The other ship is pretty close now.
50 feet away.
50 feet. Is it a nice ship?
It's a very nice ship. It is smaller. It's meant for sort of speed and stealth. And then you see there's 6 crew members on there.
Okay, question. If I cast a spell that has a specific area that it affects, if I center that on the ship, would the ship just pass through it, or would it remain centered on the ship?
If you cast it in air, right, then the ship will pass through because then it's just a static thing. But if you cast it as like targeting the ship,
It can
then it
stay
moves with the ship. Yeah. So it's just like a good example is if you cast darkness, you can cast darkness on a person.
Okay.
And then darkness goes with them.
Okay, so I can see everything that's happening. I see Candace is looking pretty rough and held by the thorn whip. Then I see the ship is coming. And they look like they want to board us, right?
Yeah, they've got their weapons out. They're getting ready to just, do some damage.
All right, I'm still not entirely clear on who this is, but I think we need to deal with this now. So I'll hold out my sword, and I will slash it horizontally and cast Wall of Fire right on the deck of their ship.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Crazy. Okay. What happens with Wall of Fire?
Okay, so how long is the deck of the ship? I can make a 60-foot wall.
So this one is 60 feet in length, 20 feet wide.
So yeah, full length of the ship. Wall of Fire.
A little known Johnny Cash song.
I fell into
Into
a
a
burning
hard-
wall of
yeah.
fire.
Okay, what happens with Wall of Fire?
If anyone is in the wall and I cast it, makes a dex saving throw.
Okay, roll 5d8 fire damage. And what's the DC?
16.
Half the crew succeeds, half the crew fails.
16 fire damage. Oh wait, you know what? I have a feature that says when I deal fire damage, I can add my charisma modifier to it. So that's just an extra 5.
So 21 total.
Yep, 21 total. I'll just shout. I suggest you turn around.
You see the hull catches on fire. The helm is on fire. The sails catch on fire. The ballast is on fire. They're still working, but they are heavily damaged. The crew, half of them are in the bloodied state as they are just like caught on fire. The other half sort of dodged out of the way a little bit, took a little bit of singeing to them and got injured. And the ship is still heading in your direction currently because it's not its turn.
Uh-oh. Didn't think about that. We've got a druid. We'll be fine. How does Stephanie look?
5 HP.
Okay. I'll use my bonus action to do the last of my healing light. 18.
Stephanie, you're up. You have advantage on an attack roll. So you've got Candace is about 10 feet away from you. The thorn whip holding onto her. Her great hammer in her hand. You've got the ship that is now essentially kind of coming at your exposed belly of your ship that is now on fire.
Yep.
Awesome.
Sometimes being the DM's easy, like, okay.
Forgetting which campaign this is. This isn't the one where we light everything on fire. No, it is the one. We were totally doing that all campaign.
Because it is concentration, by the way, just so you know, Elaric, you have the ability to just drop concentration if it becomes
I'm
an
not
issue.
sure if that will put out the fire on the ship.
It'll at least stop a wall of flame.
Yep.
All right, Stephanie, what do you got going on?
Are they coming at us like from the side?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
gonna ram you, T-bone you.
So in that case, I'm going to raise the other pontoon so that they're both out on the sides of the ship, and hopefully they impact that and not the bow or like
Awesome.
the hull.
So the ship just shifts a little bit. No need for deck saves at this point as it recovers. So yeah, now you're flat. At least it's not coming towards your exposed underbelly.
Yes.
That'll be an action to shift the boat that way.
I will unclip my money bag from my belt and toss it to Candace and say, "There's 743 gold in there, taken from, not so great people. Seems like we're both kind of suffering here. Call this one a draw."
Stephanie, you don't understand. 743 gold that's the amount that you put on the lives that you've taken?
No, that's just the cost of ending this little skirmish.
The skirmish is not just about money, Stephanie. That is your problem.
What if I give you heave?
Wait, what? Candace just ignores you and gets ready to just toss the hammer at you again.
Okay.
And now she's at enough of an angle she'll be able to get around to where you won't have the 3/4 cover.
Cool. I will unclip 3 bags of ball bearings and throw those to her and be like, "Fine, there's an extra 1,000.
She just kicks him off to the side, and she kicks the gold over the side of the ship into the sea. That's your problem, Stephanie. It was never about money, but you made everything about money.
You understand that only gives me motivation to sell more, right? You could have just given it back.
You won't be able to sell more if your head is on a pike.
I think you could charge admission. I'll disengage and head towards one of the cannons that I assume would either be on top of the deck or below decks.
Yeah. I think you have them below deck. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So you disengage, start heading down there.
You two have this. I'll be back.
Are we killing her? Or what are we doing?
Try not to.
Okay.
It is Heave and Ho's turn. They are going to run up to Candace. Well, Heave is Ho's a little bit behind. Ho's going to have to use his action to dash to get up there. Heave is going to try to grapple Candace. It'll be an opposed roll. Candace will fail as he grapples onto her and is kind of holding her still. Hey, Candace, I know you lost people, but you got to calm down. We can talk this through. You could have talked it through with the people who were being murdered. Children, Heave. She murdered children. And it will go back up to Candace's turn. So she's got the Thorn Whip, which is already imposing difficult terrain on her to move. And now she is being grappled by Heave. So she's just going to use her hammer and she's going to just take 2 strikes against Heave. Okay, she will hit him on both attacks. 28 total damage. Heave is looking real bad. Tooth gets knocked out of his mouth.
I'll have to update my drawings.
And that'll be it for Candace's turn. It is the other ship's turn. So Wall of Flame is at the beginning of a turn or at the end of their turn there?
Ends its turn.
Okay, ends its turn.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, yeah, they're all kind of screwed. I think on the ship's turn, the crew all dive off into the water. So all 6 of them dive off. And then the ship is now essentially ramming speed towards your ship.
Uh-huh.
They won't use the ballista, but they do have a burning ship heading towards you.
Those cunning devils setting their ship on fire.
Okay, I'm going to roll. Essentially, this will still be an attack roll against the Sunburst.
Can I drop the firewall outside of my turn? Or
It can be done at any time.
okay, so
as
yeah,
you
as
see
soon
it
as soon as they jump off and the ship looks like it's going to hit us, I'll drop
Yep.
the wall.
Okay, cool. So it still is going to have flame, so there'll be a
Yeah.
little bit of flame damage, but it won't be the full, like the D8s that were from the wall of fire.
Won't be the apocalypse.
It does get a natural 20,
Oh my god!
Hell
as
yeah.
it is full steam ahead to your ship.
Weird, it only does 2 damage.
Oh, that's crazy. It will take 53 damage total to the hull of your ship as it rams in there, plus the side of the ship, the flames will start catching onto the side of the ship as it pierces through the lower deck of the Sunburst. The other pirates are swimming, so now you've got this thing. It's like it went through the pontoons. It's kind of like stuck in the side of your ship right now. So you've got flames, a couple of smoldering flames from the explosion that was on the top of the deck. Now you have this thing that is on fire that is now starting to cause flames on the other side of your ship as well.
Did the pontoon do anything? Did they buffer the?
I reduced the
Gotcha.
number of D10s I rolled.
Gotcha.
Oh, that was the reduced amount. Gotcha.
It was a natural 20. It was insane.
We should recruit that ship to our party.
They're
As
both
it's
equally on
burning.
fire.
Yeah.
We'll weld them
It's-
together.
It's in pretty bad shape.
Oh, sunburst.
Oh. And the Sun Reavers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. That is the ship's turn. Larsha, you're up. This explosion. Actually, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Everyone make a dexterity saving throw. We're gonna, because that was a natural 20. The DC on this is gonna be 19.
Oh my god.
Dex save throw.
Oh dear.
I rolled a 19, so 24 total.
Okay. And then roll for heave and ho for me.
Oh, got a 3. You've got a 5.
Okay. You all failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's knocked prone except for Stephanie. Heave, let's go, is knocked prone from this. Ho, who is like just getting like finally caught up from the other thing. Ah! As he goes flying down to the ground again. Larsha, you're up. You're knocked prone. You're still on the top of the ship. You've got Candace, who's now free. She's disoriented. She's prone too. She's starting to get up. What do you want to do? You also have this ship that is now pierced the side of your ship that is on fire.
I am neither a boat elf nor a water druid, so
Oh, no.
we're kind of fucked that way,
You don't
guys.
have any water spells?
No, I can use elementalism to summon a cup of water within
Just one cup
a
at a
radius
time.
of 5 feet,
Ooh,
or
I've
a
got,
5-foot cube, or
I've
something
got
like
nothing
that.
for that either. Uh-oh.
Shit.
They were not going to ram you, just so you know. It was meant to board you, not ram you.
Well, yeah, that would have been bad too, though.
Yeah.
Of course.
Mhm.
I do have another spell slot. I could always cast Wall of Fire again. Counteract the fire. Like,
Yeah. Fight fire with fire.
Exactly. There's a whole
Oh,
saying about
it's a
that.
controlled burn.
Yeah, okay. Maybe we'll put that on deck.
Let's keep that one in the back pocket, shall we?
This will actually help the ship regrow.
Okay, well, first I'm going to use half my movement to stand up. What is it you want, Candace?
I want Stephanie to make up for all the death and destruction that she's brought to this world.
And what would that take?
Her death.
Well, that's not an option because I need her.
All she does is enable pain and suffering for her own riches. That's someone you want helping you in whatever quest you're on.
I never said she was helping me. She's a means to an end.
You don't understand. Her means are to just kill innocent people. Children, families, whole villages
Who are
slaughtered.
you talking about?
Stephanie.
No! What's she done?
I used to be on her crew. She would give weapons to the highest bidder no matter what they wanted to do. And you know what they would do with those things? They would plunder, they would pillage, and they would destroy everything in their path. Things that they could not have done were it not for Stephanie.
Do I hear any of this?
Yeah.
Oh, but you didn't seem to enjoy the nice meals the money bought.
whatever indication was there that Candace might listen to you as soon as Stephanie says that, immediately goes away. And you can see that she's like, no, I'm just going to kill Stephanie.
I have that effect on people.
I've given up everything to get to this moment, to make her suffer. You won't stop me.
You want to talk about giving everything up? I had the last 10 years of my life stolen from me.
I've had everything stolen from me.
You want to make it a competition? Stephanie again, how dead do you want her?
Preferably not, but I'm being swayed.
Fine. Let me use Thorn Whip again.
Okay. Are you declaring non-lethal here?
Yeah, still
Okay.
non-lethal. 16?
16 will miss. As she uses her warhammer to just like deflect the whip, even though she's still on the ground.
Bonus action, spreading spores.
Okay, awesome. 10, she'll fail. She's
All
not
right.
good at con saves.
4.
Hey, improvement.
As these spores, she's gasping for breath just as the ship, and she's kind of catching her breath. She's having this argument with you, this rage over at Stephanie. The spores come around her, so she takes this big gulp of breath. You see that it starts to burn, and like sort of like the veins become like black on her face as she's choking. Her lips start to turn purple as she unable to push past the necrotic energy that comes from these spores. And she looks at you and goes, like I said, I gave up everything. And you see her eyes turn red. And then as you've taken her down to 0 health on this, her skin starts to peel off, and you see these horns start to come out of her head. Her back just rips open. She starts screaming in pain. You see this first wing comes out, the second wing comes out, and then she flies up. Her skin, she rips it off of her as she floats 10 feet up in the air with these wings. Looks like this devil incarnate, just red from head to toe, wearing this silverish chainmail over her entire body. The warhammer in her hand vanishes, and she just summons 2 flames to both of her hands and goes, I gave up everything for my vengeance, and you won't stop me.
Well, fuck.
Can I see that through the hole in the deck?
You didn't quite make it all the way down, so you.
Oh, so I'm still up on the deck.
Yeah, you're like
Okay.
at the doorway, so yeah, you see that happen.
You look good these days.
Oh, thanks. That's still your turn.
Oh, God damn it. Can I back up a few feet?
Yeah, you can back up. Yeah, for
All
sure.
right, back up 30 feet or so.
Awesome. It is top of the initiative order. We are back to Candace.
Did
Son
I?
of a bitch.
Am I not after Larsha?
Oh, yeah,
where are
no.
we?
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
Yeah, we get the
I
whole
got
wagon.
so caught up
Yeah,
in
yeah,
this in this moment. I was like, screw everybody else.
Well, that was my
Larsha's
reaction
turn.
because I'm like, oh, it's my turn, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry, I apologize. Yeah, Elaric, you're up.
Elaric is going to stand. Can I glean anything from what I'm seeing? Does any of this seem like a thing that happens to people?
I don't think, based on your background, you would know anything. I'll say go ahead and, with disadvantage, roll or call this a religion check.
8.
Yeah, you don't quite recognize specifics, like what is for sure happening here, other than, I think, more context clues of like, oh, made a deal with something, because that's how pissed off she is.
And you said she's red.
Yeah, her
Her
skin
eyes-
is red.
her skin is
Her eyes are glowing red. Her skin's red.
So I think I'm holding my sword and it's glowing.
Mm-hmm.
And all the conversations I've had with the Vizirian about facing evil, it's more of an unconscious thing. I'm just gonna on instincts, I'm gonna raise the sword, sort of He-Man style, and it's gonna get much brighter. And I'm gonna say, I need you to not be here. And I'm gonna cast banishment.
Oh, sick.
I don't know what I'm doing, but it just sort of happens. That is a charisma saving throw. If they're from another plane and I maintain concentration for the full duration of the spell, 1 minute, then they stay there. I don't know if she's like a fiend or something, but
Okay, so she needs to make a charisma saving throw.
meet or beat a 16.
She has in this form for charisma, she has a +6 to her
damn
saving
it.
throw.
Okay.
Not that people out there, but we have a box of doom from Dimension 20. We're going to use this just because it's so important.
D20 I don't like.
Yeah, it is.
So it's 50-50.
14 on the die. As she resists the banishment.
Are we all clumped together at this point on the deck? How are we situated?
Everybody's on the top deck. You're not necessarily clumped together, but you're all within probably like a 20-foot radius of each other.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to back up then, just sort of just so we're not all together and not like super close to her.
Okay, cool. Stephanie, you're up. Still have advantage on a d20 roll.
Good speech, Elaric. Good speech. I will just raise my pistol and shoot it at Candace.
Sweet.
Cool. Probably not. 13.
No, 13 does not hit. What happens in this moment? Like, why do you miss?
Maybe I'm still expecting the ship to be tilted. So even though I righted it out, I'm just like, I have to account for this. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. Anything else you want to do?
I will bonus action dash back to my quarters.
Okay.
That's my move.
Okay. Just hiding under the desk or what?
No. I'm gonna go grab Tailnor.
I will say where you were, you had enough movement plus your bonus action, like grab Tailnor and then like easily get back out of your room.
I want to make it clear, I'm not putting Tailnor in danger here, but I am going to hold him out towards Candace and be like, would an evil person rescue a kitten?
I think she's unfazed by this, but definitely does not want to hurt the cat. It's Heave and Ho's turn. They both get up. I think they're both just like really in shock by what's going on here. And she's 10 feet up in the air so that she's too far for them to swing at. Boss, what do we do?
Oh, you can leave.
Okay, and they fucking run. They run downstairs. They'll use their dash action, and then they'll start trying to deal with like the flames and stuff downstairs. Oh, that puts us back up to Candace's turn. Okay, she is going to, as she's flying up there, as she looks at Elaric and Larsha, and yells after Heave and Ho, like, this is what Stephanie causes. This is what Stephanie does. Ruin and death. I had to do this just so I could get my revenge on her for all of the pain she has brought upon this world. And she's going to start flying towards the pirate crew that are down in the water. And then she is going to chuck a fire ray at Larsha and one at Elaric. An 11 against Larsha.
15.
18 against Elaric.
That will hit.
You'll take 12 fire damage as this thing hits you right in the shoulder. She flies out, and now she is hovering 50 feet away. She's right where the pirates are. She's hovering over them.
Do I get a sense of what she's doing? Is she like retreating or?
Interesting. Go ahead and do a perception check.
That is a natural 20.
Nice.
Could have certainly used that on my last roll.
As she goes over there, she chucks these fire bolts at you both as she's flying over there, and then she's starting to cast some sort of spell in the middle of these pirate group, and they are like essentially swimming around so they form a circle around her.
On a natural 20, do I get any more idea of what kind of spell this is?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Arcana. That is not a natural 20. That is a 2.
It's 60 feet away. Hard to tell. It's obviously a spell. It's a spell that is involved with the 7 of them. With that, it is the ship's turn on initiative count 20. So the flames are starting to spread a little bit on the side of the sunburst, starting to take in a little bit of water from the piercing that happened on the side of the ship. And with that, we will just go straight to Larsha. You're up.
Can I do an Arcana check to see what the fuck she's trying to do?
Yeah, do it.
29.
Damn.
Yes, you can't see, but you can, your senses, right? As you sense the magic and the aura that different magic spells send out in your time that you've spent out there, especially the sea bear and the things that she needed to do. She is getting ready to cast a spell called Plane Shift, which will teleport all of them away.
I mean, that makes it sound like they're retreating. Right?
It does. I mean, if my Arcana check wouldn't.
Because my only other like thing that I can think of that would be useful is dispel magic. But if I use that and they fail and come back,
still fight them,
then we still have to fight them, right?
No, you would not be able to dispel magic. It's not
that kind of.
It's that you can see her getting ready for it. Like, so if you had a counter spell or something like that, you could do that.
I don't think so.
But yeah, she's not. It's an action spell. Like, she'll be able to cast it instantly. It's just that you see that's what she's... In other words, this is giving you a round to react effectively to what will for sure happen if it gets back to her turn. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm just start trying to put out the fire.
Easy enough. You can use your turn for that as you're sort of trying to get that under control. Elaric, you're up. What do you want to do?
I'm going to stride over to the edge of the ship, sword still out.
Stride over. Wow. Cocky.
I'm wearing a cloak and it's billowing.
Yeah, awesome.
And I'm gonna
Take that, you scumbags!
yeah. I'm gonna cast message because she's close enough, so I'm gonna just communicate directly to her.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, I know Stephanie's done some bad things, but if you keep following us, you keep pursuing vengeance, you're only going to add more hurt to the world. Suggest you let it go.
Is this an authentic, like...
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll a persuasion check.
22.
Okay. You don't hear a message back. Stephanie?
I mean, fuck it. I'll just watch them and pet Tailnor.
Anybody gonna help me put out the fire?
Yes, even ho.
On my next turn, I actually have Sorcerer's Burst.
These two are up top, and the boats just slowly.
Like, hello?
All of a sudden, they look around. They're like, "Why are my feet wet?" Like, "Oh fuck! Forgot to. I could have stopped this." You're taking on water.
Okay.
If the breach is on the side of the ship, couldn't I lower the other side of the pontoons and kind of raise that to slow down the intake of water?
The ship is stabbed here, right? So if you do that, you might be risking more damage.
What if I only do it part way?
I will call this a roll to see if you can do it effectively, because like you don't know, right? Like, so before you roll, so let's just declare what the bounds here are. So this will just be, I think it's just a straight. We'll call this a ship handling. So we'll use your Dex modifier for this because you know your ship. If you roll under a 10, you're gonna severely damage the ship. 11 to 15, you will still cause damage to the ship, but it won't be as severe. 16 or higher, you know your ship well enough that you're able to just, and as soon as you hear the creaking, you are able to stop it.
Or 13.
Okay, so you start to steer it. The ship's moving at the same time, and then you're trying to listen to it, but you're also trying to like make sure that everything's fine. You go a little too fast. So yeah, that pontoon on the other side goes down, and it then lifts the other ship up. That part of the ship that was still stuck in you like rips the part of the deck open a little bit more, and then it slowly like slides off, but it takes like chunks of wood with it. Okay, Heave and Ho are downstairs. They see that happen. They're trying to get the fires under control. I think easy enough because it wasn't, again, the wall of fire wasn't there, so they're able to get at least the fires are dead and gone underneath, and then now they'll start working on the water issue. Goes back up to Candace, and yeah, sure enough, you see her cast this spell. Glyphs started to appear in the air, and they shift out further and further, and then they cover exactly where the pirates are in this circle, this radius around her, and then they come back together, and then they have all disappeared.
And I'm still standing there, so I say, yeah, that's right.
That's right. Yeah, you're just raising the sword up high in the air. We'll exit out of initiative. So the ship is still taking on water. Again, it's not gushing in, so it's not like, hey, if you don't do something this second, like in other words, we don't need to stay in initiative to deal with this, but you also have to immediately take care of this.
Is there any more fire? I have Sorcerer's Burst. I can cast ice.
Yeah, there's some smoldering stuff on top still. So yeah, you're able to quickly, you put all that stuff out, no problem. Anybody have mending or woodworking,
No.
woodworking tools?
No.
And I'm out of spell slots anyway.
The other ship's still there?
Yeah.
What's the state of the other ship?
Yeah, I mean, it's on
still
fire.
on fire?
Yeah. The wall of fire, like, just set everything ablaze on there.
Would do such a thing.
What's it going to take to fix the ship?
So I think what we'll say is, like, there would be an expectation that there'd be things that could happen to a ship, especially a pirate-y or pirate-adjacent ship that sells weapons. I think Heave and Ho are probably trained in sort of the repair work and everything. So between what will be left of that other ship, because you'll have planks and stuff you can utilize, and then just the tools that you have on board, this might take you a lot of work and effort here, but I think you have enough things to patch up the ship well enough to then figure out what you want to do next.
So the fire's out.
Fire's out. Be
We're
cold.
we're very clearly out of danger. Well, I mean, immediate.
You're out of immediate, oh God, we're all going to die danger.
Cool. I think once I can sense that that's gone. Like, I think the sea bear goes away and Larsha comes back out.
Right.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And I think she like kind of collapses on the deck
Was
Oh,
that
okay.
for
a
a minute.
was that a very obvious change when you kind of took on the other persona? Because in battle, it's just like, oh, we're attacking. But like, what I've been like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah. I don't know. Do you think you?
I mean, she went into like Rage the mechanic, but
Mhm.
also, Rage the mechanic, regardless of that, like this is all of a sudden Larsha unleashed, if that
Right.
makes sense, right? Like, so it was definitely a like, well, either my sister is a legitimate badass in fighting, which could be, you don't
It's their
fucking know.
first fight, so
Or
it might
like-
just be, yeah, this is how she gets.
And you saw her collapse on the floor.
Yep. So I'll go run over to her and just make sure she's okay. Is she unconscious? Are you okay?
So no. And I think it's more of like a hands and knees. There's like
Okay.
fall.
Okay. Do you need anything? What happened?
I don't really know. I think I'm fine.
You need something to drink? What can I do?
No, what do we do now?
Well, first things first, we got to patch up this ship.
All right, how can I help?
You hear Ho like, all right, we got to do the fisherman's pull. And then you see like this big long stick go up. Heave is attached Ho to the end of it with a rope and like is using Ho to like get in areas where they can't normally reach to like start patching up some of the wood.
Where's Caius?
I left him on the ground in the lower deck.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
When I cut.
Okay, so he's just chilling down there.
If
We
the
are
lower
gonna
deck is
roll-
filling up with water, then
Yeah.
I'll definitely move him.
We're also going to roll some damage for Caius because he was
Okay.
getting just knocked around
Oh, okay.
while the ship was moving. Like every time Stephanie was moving the ship,
All right.
he has no defense against that. I don't know what his HP is, but
Got it.
16 bludgeoning damage total that he will have taken. What's he at right now?
17.
Yeah, and then there's water and stuff down there too.
Yeah, so I'll move him to somewhere that's not,
Probably the captain's cabin.
or yeah, anywhere that seems safe.
Tiffany, can we get the fuck out of here?
Is the ship operational?
It will be. It's not at the current moment, so you still need to get these repairs done. It's going to take, and then we're going to roll to see, like, is it ocean worthy versus sea worthy? If that
Right.
makes sense, right? Like, hey, is it okay to go travel for 3 weeks? So that'll take at least the next couple hours. Do you want to do anything, converse during that time, or do you want to just skip ahead as everyone's sort of doing their thing to get the ship back in order?
Well, how dire, like, are we going to have to just be all hands, like,
Oh yeah,
bailing and patching? So we can't rest?
Yeah.
Or,
No, there's
Okay.
no, at this point, resting is going to put you in danger.
Gotcha. Okay. Stephanie, do you have anything to add about all that?
What just happened?
Last thing I was expecting when we got on board.
Oh, the unhappy customer.
Yeah.
She used to be part of the crew. And
Yeah,
you see her,
I heard
swinging
something.
around and doing stuff.
Oh, I will dunk you.
So customer or coworker?
And has she always had the red devil thing going on?
No, that was kind of cool.
She blamed you for that. Is that something you can do to someone?
If it is, then I would love to learn to do it more.
Is this going to be an ongoing problem? It seems like she's not about to stop following you.
Is there a way I can sense if how she changed is related at all to what my vision was with the Ethiel and Lythak?
Go ahead and we'll call this a religion check for you.
19.
This does not seem to be in any way connected to Ethiel or the stones.
Just sometimes does that.
Turning into a demon.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, sometimes does what then?
Oh, just disappears.
Well, that was the good part, honestly.
Yes, no, she's quite lovely when you get to know her.
No, I mean, the good part was when she disappeared. That was
Oh, yes, no, I agree with that.
the best part of the whole day.
Has anybody seen my chalice?
Your what?
My chalice. I always keep a chalice by the helm for when I get thirsty, and it's not up here. Oh, that bitch.
Hey, boss, I got bad news. Yeah, that was the first thing she threw out when she came on board.
I can get another, I suppose. Just won't have the same nostalgia.
Think they've got anything useful on the other ship? Surprised you're not already there.
Is it still on fire?
It's kind of a Viking funeral pyre at this point.
Yeah.
You did say we could salvage materials from it, though, right?
Yeah, there'll be some wood planks and stuff
Okay.
left, as it
Okay.
floats them and jets them as you will.
Mhm.
Do we have diving suits on the ship?
I don't think you would have diving suits on the ship.
And we're in a deep part of the water, correct?
Yeah.
None of you have anything that could help me breathe underwater, correct?
No.
You have this diving suit. No, I don't.
What happens when the creator shows up? Is it only during initiative?
I think there's your temper gets shorter, probably much more decisive on forward momentum, regardless of what the consequence of that forward momentum might be. So a little less thoughtful.
But there's nothing in terms of I don't gain any kind of preservation or mending or anything like that.
Yeah, I think you would get access to mending. You did say you let Larsha come back.
I know. Yeah, what's the cooldown period on it?
The refractory period.
Yeah.
You've got 3 uses of this per long rest.
Elaric, I have to tell you something. Do you remember who you met before you found me?
The tree wardens.
No.
There was a wood elf named Jonan.
Christ.
You've been hanging around Lynn too much.
Elaric has a +0 intelligence modifier, just so you know.
Been hanging around me too much.
It started as a +2.
You mean, sorry, so before we met you,
Before
the Seedbringer.
and someone else. The first person you met was the creator.
Right.
The one who tried to kill you was the Seedbringer.
Well, I think they both did.
They're not gone.
Oh. Should we be worried about that?
Well, I don't think so, because it wasn't me who did all of that to Candace. I mean, I keep all of my memories and I remember everything, but
So you're saying they're here, but they're on our side. Is that more or less it?
I think so.
Think so. I mean,
There could be something useful if I let one of them out again, but I need you to keep me in check.
yes, of course. How do I do that?
I don't know. Is there something you can say to me?
I mean, do you remember when we were children, I used to call you Starling.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
If I said, Starling, knock it off, you think that went,
I think
worth
it
a try.
would.
It's worth a try. You know, it's funny. Do you remember why I called you Starling?
I don't think so.
You had a knack for connecting with nature. If you've ever seen starlings move, it's uncanny.
All right, well, let's let the other one out and see what kind of things she can do.
You can just do that. You can just let her out.
It feels like it.
I do want to say, as soon as you say that they're not actually gone, I think Stephanie instinctively reaches for her pistol, but doesn't draw it.
Stephanie, you also notice as this conversation is happening, in Alaric's bag, where the stone is still there, you start to see this very bright purplish light is leaking out of the sides of the bag.
Alaric, is your sword in your bag? I remember it being longer.
My sword's on my back. You can see it.
Yes. So then what's in your bag?
I'll open the bag. It's still the stone, right?
Yeah, the stone is there. It's pulsing, and go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Cool. I'm good at this.
One.
Not. No, that's a 10.
You can tell in this moment that this stone that's glowing, this thing is very powerful artifact. You've used it for creating things, and then you've used it recently, or not really used it, but your interactions with it has been to see things from the past. You get the feeling that this fragment, this stone, connecting it to what Larsha has done and the experiences that she's had and what it allowed her to do, that this thing is all about creation and renewal.
Wasn't doing this before. Do you have any idea why this might be pulsing like this now?
In the past, it would, while you didn't sense the pulsing, but you would sense the energy of it, this would happen whenever you were using it to extend out the mycelium network or to grow new parts of Dimwood.
That makes it sound like I can connect with it and help. And is it does that make it like a spellcasting focus?
It sort of was when it was back in, sort of plugged in, because you essentially had used the stone and then created this entire feedback network that was built off of it to empower yourself and then use it. So you were using it as this focus. At this point, it is still in and of itself. I mean, yeah, because it's this powerful artifact. It's a potential there that this could be some sort of focus and or an item that clearly enables all the things that you've been doing for the last 9-ish years.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make an insight check just as we're standing here looking at it to see if this would be a bad idea to hand this to Larsha?
It wouldn't be an insight. You're going to have to kind of RP here a little bit with Larsha to make that. I don't think you have the information.
Okay.
I mean, it's what I used to make Dimwood.
How would you feel about even holding this again? Like you've spent a long time with it.
Only one way to find out.
Do you want to take a look at it?
I think you need to ask the creator to do it.
Okay. Is she in there?
Hang on. And I think what this looks like internally is like there's a door and I can walk up and open it and just trade places.
I almost view it as like you open the door and what it is, it's a mirror, and then like the camera zooms into the mirror, then it turns out that when it turns back around, the mirror places.
That's dope.
Swapped places.
Like I said, Elaric, only one way to find out. Put my hand on the stone.
As you put your hand on the stone, Elaric, you see this other hand appears on top of her hand gently as a Vizrian appears off to the side and looks at her and says, Larsha, let's let you use this correctly this time. Hey everyone, thanks for listening. Tales of the Ever After is Randall Marsh as Elaric Ithilden, Lynn Shepherd as Stephanie Bradshaw, Kate J. White as Larsha Ithilden, and Tyler Boroff, that's me, as your DM. Our theme music is by Randall Marsh, and our cover art is by Lisa Turbant. You can connect with us on Instagram threads, Tales of the Ever After, and also over on Blue Sky at Tales of Ever After. If you're in the Portland area, we will be attending the Portland Comic-Con, Rose City Comic-Con, September 5th through the 7th. We'd love to see you. We'll be giving away some goodies, and just be great to connect if you're out there. Tea time for this episode will be out next Tuesday, August 19th, and Tales of the Ever After will be back with episode 13 on Tuesday, August 26th. We'll see you then. But the ship can't sink.